Hello and welcome back to Gaming with Code Let's Meet. Today we're playing Mastering Magic in Minecraft. If you enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And with that, let's get on with the video. Now, I did record my voice when I was creating this video, but I lost all of that because I selected the wrong microphone. Uh, I also recorded the entire beginning of this playthrough, but I lost all of that video because it was sent to store in the wrong place, so it was all deleted. So yeah, this is like my third try at doing this correctly. So the entire voiceover of this is me while I'm editing the video. So this recording might be out of sync of the video a little bit, so I apologize for that. But I think that's everything I have to say. And with that, I'm gonna just voice over the rest of the video. And I hope you guys enjoy. This series was inspired by Snifferfish. She currently has a series where she masters magic, quite literally, since this mod pack is called Mastering Magic. So I was largely inspired by her because I really enjoyed the voiceover she did, where she made it match with like real life history. That, that really intrigues me. So this entire series is inspired by Snifferfish. Make sure you go check her out. Uh, and yeah. So the first important thing I decided to do was check out all of the Ars Nouveau recipes. Now, what I was going to make was a ergonomic sauce. It creates a source from your farm. So it generates source from a patch of farmland where your crops are growing, and every tick your crop grows, it provides source to this source link. Then it feeds it into source jars. So I decided that I needed to make that source generator and the jars to store it. I decided just to make an absolute ton of jars in the end because I wanted to store an absolute load of sauce because some of the recipes in Ars Nouveau require quite a bit of sauce to generate them. I also knew that the elements in Ars Nouveau will require an enchanting table, or, well, an Ars Nouveau version of an enchantment table. So I decided that's what I was going to work towards. So eventually we'll get one of those. Right here, I'm creating an imbuement chamber, which is required to make source gems, which are used in pretty much every Ars Nouveau recipe there is. The more of these you have, the more gems you can make at once, and it's also sped up by source as well. Lots of the recipes in Ars Nouveau require items from the Nether, so I decided I would make the Nether portal next episode, even though I have the obsidian, just to make this a lot more entertaining for you guys. So I decided that instead of focusing entirely on one uh, mod, I would do multiple at the same time so I could stock up on the energy for Ars Nouveau or any other mod that I'm playing, and so I can just batch make items so I can get to the end game hopefully much quicker. So yeah. Jump scare! Gotcha. Well, that was scary, wasn't it? Yeah, I just went down my ladder for the lighthouse, and just a creeper and a zombie were just waiting for me. He almost blew up as well. Yeah. Anyway, I placed the I keep forgetting what it's called. Ergonomic. I don't even know what that means. One sec, let me research it. I placed the ergonomic source link down in the middle of my farm field. And I'm gonna skip to the point where I place down all the source jars, so you can see that as well. Bam, 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 and there you go. I created the source generator. Yay! I do add more source jars to this later, like 1 or 2. So if you see them appear throughout the video, yeah, I did that. And I pretty much stopped here with Ars Nouveau. And then I moved on to Iron Spells and Spellbooks. All I did for Iron Spells and Spellbooks was make the crafting bench for Iron Spells and Spellbooks and make the book for Iron Spells and Spellbooks. I also put one of the spells that I already had into the book, so it would be infinite. And that's pretty much all I did for Iron Spells and Spellbooks. Right after this, I decided I wanted to go get a cow. I died so many times, but I did not get a cow in the end, but I did kill a dragon. So I'm going to show you the clip of me killing the dragon, and a clip of me dying like a million times. Oh. as the dragon's kingdom fell, otherwise known as the Plains, our brave warrior, me, decided the best thing to do was loot! Yeah, so much loot! Yeah! And so, as I travel home with my booty and the dragon kill on my hands, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. See ya next time on Gaming with Curtis Lets Me.